Hi students, welcome back to my online class in mathematics. My name is Vishwanath. Today's chapter is tangents and secants. In that part 2, in my last class about the tangents and secant, we have studied about very important three theorems in part 1. Today we will discuss about the part 2, a few important problems those who have asked in the board examination. Before going to that, let us have a glance at those three important theorems. What the very first theorem of tangents and secant chapter says that in a given circle, O is the center of the circle, PT is the tangent. Remember, PT is the tangent. Tangent is a straight line which meets the given circle at one and only point. PT is straight line as well as PT meets the circle at P. If the PT extend in the LHS side, this PT line will not meet the circle once again. That's why it is called as tangent. Suppose PT meets the circle once again at one more point, it will not become a tangent, it become a secant. Remember, so in this diagram, PT is definitely tangent because it is meeting the circle at one and only point. That meeting point is called as point of contact. Point of contact means at which point tangent is meeting the circle. So here PT tangent meeting the circle at P point. So P is called as point of contact. OP is radius. So OP radius, PT tangent. The first theorem in tangent says that radius and tangent wherever they meet, at point of contact, always angle found to be 90 degree. Radius and tangent meet by 90 degree. Remember, in the circle chapter we studied, when we see diameter we mark 90 degree, right? The same thing here, when we see diameter we write 90 degree angle in the semicircle. Similarly here, when we see radius and tangent meeting each other, mark 90 degree. Don't forget to mark 90 degree when radius and tangent meet each other at point of contact. This is about radius and tangent. When radius and tangent meet, always 90 degree. Radius perpendicular to tangent. Now let us try chord and tangent, what result will give. Radius and tangent gives 90 degree result. Chord and tangent, what result it gives. From the diagram, AP is definitely a chord. Right now it is not a radius, it is chord. This is chord. PT is what? Definitely it is a tangent because PT line meet the circle at P point. The PT line, if you extend, it goes away from the circle, it is not meeting once again, therefore it is a tangent. It should meet only one point, at only one point. Now radius and tangent between we saw 90 degree. No, chord and tangent between what angle you are seeing here? That angle is not 90 degree, remember. So how to find out this angle then? There, the AP chord and PT between what angle you are seeing? Chord and tangent between angle. This is called as chord and tangent between angle. This is called as radius and tangent between angle. Radius and tangent between angle is 90 degree. Chord and tangent between angle is not 90 degree. Then how to find out? To find out this angle, this AP chord makes an angle at the circumference. Look at this is a AP chord. No, this AP chord forms an angle at circumference, that is B. Here what you see, that same angle will be here. That means AP chord with this tangent, what angle it forms, same AP chord forms angle at the circumference. I repeat again, AP chord with the tangent, what angle here it forms? AP chord with this tangent, what angle it forms? The same angle the same AP chord makes here at the B. So AP chord makes at B what angle? That will be same here. That means this angle and these two angles will be equal. Which are marked by question mark, those were equal. Suppose you are finding here 40 degree, then here also 40 degree. This PT chord, if you extend LHS, so it is again, it is not meeting the circle at only one more point, so therefore still it is a tangent. PT is still a tangent. We mark here R. So PT is also tangent, PR also tangent. PR, PT both are tangent, they are lying in the same line. But PR and PT tangents are different tangent. These two are different tangent, but they are lying in the same line. Now RP is the tangent, right? BP is what? Chord. BP is chord. This is chord. This is tangent, right? This is tangent. This is chord. this angle, what chord and tangent between what angle you are seeing, I mark by double arc. So before AP chord makes 40 degree, that same AP chord makes 40 degree here also. Now the chord is BP. BP chord what angle forms here, the same BP chord forms same angle here. Remember, this is called as angle in the alternate segment. AP chord with the tangent 40 degree, same AP chord at the circumference 40 degree. Now BP chord with the tangent, if it is suppose 50 degree, BP chord with the tangent, what angle it forms, same BP chord forms angle at the circumference also same angle. Therefore BP chord 50 degree with the tangent, same BP chord 50 degree at the circumference. Here AP chord with the tangent 40 degree, same AP chord with the circumference 40 degree. So a 40 equal to 40, this 50 is equal to this 50. So this is called as angle in the alternate segment. Angle between chord and tangent is equal to angle in the alternate segment. Angle between chord and tangent, what angle 40 degree between chord and tangent equal to angle in the alternate segment. That is the second theorem. The third theorem, this is about length finding. This theorem is called as about length finding. In circles, what 5 theorems and now 2 theorems learned. These all theorems says about angle finding. Here 90 degree, here alternate segment angle. But this theorem mainly explains about how to find out the length. This is the one theorem. It explains about length. That means P is an external point. P is an external point. It is out of this circle. Correct. Here P is point of contact because this is the meeting point of radius and tangent. But here P is out of this circle. Now P is external point. From P to this circle with center O. So from P to the circle, given circle with center O, there are two tangents drawn. One is PA tangent, one is PB tangent. These two tangents are always equal in length, because both the tangents are drawn from same external point. When two tangents are drawn from same external point, always they are measured in equal lengths. I repeat again, from the same external point, two tangents are drawn to the given circle, always they are equal in length. If external point changes, from there also two more. Suppose a circle, here one external point Q I take. From any external point, maximum two tangents only possible. From Q to this circle, here one tangent and here one tangent. I mark these two tangents meeting point as A and B. So now from Q, how many tangents are drawn? QB and QA. There are two tangents are drawn. When you are drawing two tangents from the same external point, remember the two tangents are drawn from same external point, then they are equal in length. Remember. So I mark here one S point. From S point again I can draw two tangents. Look at, from all the external point, maximum two tangents only. From P also two tangents, from Q, from S. So there are two tangents are drawn. I mark it as C and D. SC and SD. SC and SD are drawn from S point. Therefore these two are equal in length. Don't confuse. QA is not equal to SD, because QA drawn from Q point, SD drawn from S point. So these two tangents are drawn from different point. When tangents are drawn from different external point, they are not equal. If tangents are drawn from same external point, I mean from S, SD and SC both are drawn from S point, therefore these two are equal. QB and QA are drawn from Q, therefore these two are equal. PA and PB are drawn from P, so those two are equal. So from any external point, two tangents are drawn, those two are always equal in length. So this is mainly about finding length, because this theorem mainly says about lengths are equal. Therefore this theorem we are using to find out length. These two are using to find out angles. Let us go for example 1 of today's class. A circle, here in the diagram one tangent is given. This is the tangent PAB. Remember PAB, PAQ is a tangent. Again I tell you, PAQ, of course it is a tangent. When we go for length, PA separate, AQ separate. These two are different because PA drawn from P point, QA drawn from Q point. Therefore QA and PA both are tangent, but they are different in length. At A, one chord is drawn here from A to C. AC is a chord. One more line is also drawn, that is BD. BD is also one more line. They are joined AB, and even AD also joined, even CD also joined. All the four vertices are joined such that they formed a cyclic quadrilateral. A cyclic quadrilateral is formed. AB and AD are bisector. The given points are, what are given in the question? AB and AD, or AB and AD are bisectors of CAQ and CAP. Angle BAQ equals to 30 degree. This is also given. Find. First sub question. It's not find, prove that. It is prove that given. Prove that. First sub question. BD is a diameter. They have to prove BD is the diameter. You need to prove BD is the diameter. The second one is ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So there are two questions, both are proving questions. Of course it is a proving question. We are using angle method to prove. Which are given? The given are AB and AD are bisectors of CAQ and CAP. So AB line bisects CAQ angle, AD line bisect CAP angle. Bisecting means what? Dividing into two equal parts. Bisecting means dividing into two equal parts. So let us go for AB line. This is the AB line. This AB line, what it does? This AB line does CAQ angle into two equal parts. They have given no AB bisects CAQ. That means this AB line bisects CAQ. This CAQ is what angle? This CAQ full angle is there. No, this CAQ. That angle is divided into two equal parts by AB line. So this AB line divides the CAQ angle into two equal parts. That means here and here, these two are equal angles. I mark these two equal angles are X and X because they have given in the question AB line. This AB line divides the CAQ angle. The CAQ angle is divided into two equal angles. Similarly AD line divides CAP. AB divides CAQ, AB divides CAP. Where is AD? This AD angle, AD line divides CAP. CAP, what this full angle is there, that is divided into two equal angle by AD line. I mark these two lines are triple arc and triple arc because these two are separately equal. I mark these two are one Y and Y. This is Y, even this is also Y because they have given in the question AD divides CAP into equal part, nothing but bisecting. AB dividing CAQ into equally, AD dividing CAP into equal angles. Next, these two important given or marked on the diagram. BAQ is 30 degree. Let us mark BAQ, they give 30 degree. BAQ they give 30 degree. So by using VAQ 30 degree, I will mark here also 30 degree. Why? Because already we have marked these two angles are equal because AB bisecting CAQ. As AB bisecting CAQ, these two angles are equal. In the question BAQ 30 degree given, therefore here also 30 degree only, no? So we mark in the solution or proof. First, BAQ, angle BAQ is equal to 30 degree given in the question. I write angle BAC also 30 degree. I mark BAQ given as 30 degree. I mark BAC also 30 degree because bisected angle of CAQ. Bisected angles of CAQ. These two angles are bisected angles of CAQ. CAQ bisected angle. Therefore, both are 30 degree. But in this Y and Y, at least one Y you know, other Y also can find out. but it is not given. Let it be. These two are the important angles given. Everything marked which are given, all are marked now. Now we will go to proof. Prove that BD is a diameter. We need to prove BD is a diameter. Where is that? This BD line we have to mark it as diameter. Remember, prove that BD is a diameter. So we know that to prove BD is a diameter, BD opposite what angle is there? That should be 90 degree. So in the question, if anything is given as diameter, you mark 90 degree. We think reverse. If angle is 90 degree, line become diameter. If line is diameter, angle is 90 degree. If angle is 90 degree in the semicircle, line become a diameter. Therefore, what we have to do? This angle we have to prove it as 90 degree. If you prove this angle as 90 degree, definitely BD become diameter. Now think, this is 30, this is 30. These two are unknown, whatever. But PAQ is a straight line, right? PAQ straight line. You know that straight line angle total how much? 180 degree. Straight line angle is always 180 degree. What we will write? Y plus 30 plus 30 is equal to 180 degree. I write y plus 30 plus 30 equal to 180 because PAQ is a straight line. 2y is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree. 2y, y plus y, 2y, 30, 30, 60 shifted to the right hand side as 60 degree. Y equal to 180 minus 60, 120. 2 is shifted here by 2. Y is equal to 60 degree. Y becomes 60 degree. I mark on the diagram y is 60 degree. Even this is also 60 degree. Both are equal angle. Now, to prove BD is a diameter, from the ends of the diameter, the line what joined, their angle should be 90 degree. From D end, what line is there here? Look at from D end, that is the BD diameter end, what line is there? This line. And from B, what this line? So these two lines between angle should be 90 degree. So these two lines between, if angle is 90 degree, definitely BD is a diameter. So now think from B line to here, from D line to here angle should be 90 degree. Now look at from B and D diameter ends, what we are seeing? X plus Y. That angle is what? 60 plus 30. So this full angle is how much? 60 plus 30. We write here angle BAP. Right now angle BAD. Angle BAD equals to 60 plus 30 is equal to 90 degree. Angle BAD is 60 plus 30, 90 degree. So once this angle become 90 degree, what we have to say? Therefore BD is a diameter. Okay, this is the first sub question answer. Finished. What I did, straight line I took, all four angles are added. As in the question given, 2 are the bisection of angles, therefore 30 plus 30, because AB is the bisector of one angle, AD is the bisector of another angle, therefore 30 plus 30, 60 plus 60, both are equal. 30 plus 30, it is given already. This 60, these two got by straight line angle, that is the straight line angle is equal to 180 degree. There we got y also. After writing y on the diagram, we came to know BD, if BD is the diameter, your angle should be 90 degree. Even 60 plus 30 got as 90 degree, therefore BD become a diameter. We go to second sub question. What is the second sub question? They told prove that ABC is an isosceles triangle. Where is ABC? ABC. Thus I simply shade that triangle. So they told this triangle to prove it is an isosceles triangle. ABC. This triangle we need to prove is an isosceles triangle. To prove this triangle as an isosceles triangle, at least in this triangle, two angles should be equal. We know that isosceles triangles have two base angles are equal. Oh, come on, let us use one of the theorem, that is in this problem radius and tangent between angle not there, because two important theorem there we use angles, radius and tangent, chord and tangent. Remember, radius and tangent meet by 90 degree, chord and tangent equal to alternate segment. We check in the diagram, radius and tangent between any angle is there. In this question radius only not there, therefore we just drop out that theorem, but chord and tangent between angle is there, correct. Look at, if AB is the chord, this angle 30 degree is called as chord and tangent between angle. Look at, this is AB's chord, this is tangent. This 30 degree is chord and tangent between angle. So according to the theorem, AB makes 30 degree with the tangent, same AB chord makes 30 degree at the circumference. I can mark here also 30 degree. The reason is AB, repeat again, AB makes 30 degree with the tangent, same AB makes 30 degree at the circumference. Both are equal. So therefore this 30 degree goes here, 30 degree. Not only here, the same AB chord makes 30 degree here also. You can mark 30 degree here also, but we have chosen this triangle, no? That's why I wrote there, because AB chord makes 30 degree with the tangent, same AB chord makes 30 degree at the circumference here or here, because these two are angle in the same segment from the circles. Both are standing on the same base. AB base makes 30 degree here, AB base makes 30 degree here. This AB makes 30 degree with the tangent. So therefore we write ACB is also 30 degree. Angle ACB is also equal to 30 degree, because what is the reason? Angle in the alternate segment, angle in the alternate segment, or angle between the chord and tangent equal to angle in the alternate segment also you can write. So after marking here 30 degree, now we choose this triangle ABC. In ABC triangle, already this is 30, now this is also 30. When two angles are equal, definitely this triangle is an isosceles triangle. In triangle ABC, angle in triangle ABC, angle BAC equal to 30 degree, angle BCA equals also 30 degree. Angle BAC equal to angle ACB. Angle BAC and angle ACB both are equal to 30 degree. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Got it? So we go to the another problem. The next problem will take example 2. Example 2. This is the problem figure. This question was asked in 2020 student, your senior batch. The last problem what I've explained, the last problem, this problem actually from 2017 year question paper problem, that was first one. Now example 2, I've taken 2020, your senior batch question I've taken. Here one tangent and here the other tangent. Here the other tangent. So TCQ is one tangent, but TC is taken as length. Even PAT also another tangent. Here O. Here and here the center with say O. They are joined OC and OA also. Both are according to the diagram radii. One more circumference point, that is B. To that A and C points are joined and OB also joined. This is the given diagram 2020 here. The given I write here, which are given. Angle BCQ equal to 55 degrees given. Angle BCQ 55 degree. Where is angle BCQ? This is 55 degree. One is given. Angle BAP is equal to 60 degree. BAP. This is given as 60 degree. Angle BAP 60 degree. The three unknown angles are there. Question. First one, OBA and OBC, both to find out. Angle OBA and OBC both are equal. We need to find out. First question as angle OBA and OBC. Second, angle AOC. Third one, angle ATC. Write all the unknown angles with the genuine reasons. So we'll start the problem by finding. OBA, OCQ, OBC unknown. OBA, OBC. Where is OBA? OBA. This angle is first. OBC, even OBC. So these two they have asked, OBC and OBA. This is your first question. OBC and OBA both are first question. Second, AOC. AOC. This AOC down. This is second sub question. Third one is ATC. This is your third sub question. We'll find out all the three by using very important two theorems from the tangents, because the third theorem is to find out length. Two important theorem from the tangent as well as 5 theorem from the circle. So don't forget to use 5 theorem from the circles as well. We'll start now. What the angle given, we have to start from there, because that angle gives the link to the unknown angle. This 55 degree, this is 60 degree. We have to start from either from 55 or 60. So I start from 60 now. See, first check 60 where it is given. 60. PA is what? Tangent. PA is tangent. AB is chord. You have to check the given angle is between what? The given angle is between chord or tangent or radius and tangent. We have to check. AB is chord. AB is tangent. So this 60 degree become what? Angle between chord and tangent. This is chord. This is tangent. So 60 degree become angle. So this AB chord makes 60 degree here. The same AB chord makes 60 degree somewhere, but AB chord is not making any angle at the circumference. Check, look at AB chord makes at the center, but it is not making any angle at the circumference. AB chord makes with the tangent 60 degree. The same AB chord not making any angle at the circumference. Check. AB chord with the center it is making angle. If it is at the circumference like this, any angle is formed, we can write. But it is not given in the diagram. Just drop out. Chord and tangent between angle is there, but we cannot mark. So we think about one more theorem. What is that? Radius and tangent between always 90 degree. OA is what? Radius. OA is radius. This is what? Tangent. So you know that radius and tangent between 90 degree. Therefore here what angle? Here total is 90 degree. OAP, that we write in the solution. Not only marking on the diagram, we need to show OAP. Angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Similarly, angle OCQ also 90 degree. OC is what? Radius. QC, tangent. Radius and tangent between angle is 90 degree. So OCQ, angle OCQ also is equal to 90 degree. The reason is radius perpendicular to tangent. Like that you can write the reason. Radius perpendicular to tangent. Now this two, once we mark 90 degree here, what is the use of marking 90 degree? This part is 60 degree, we know that the total is 90 degree, therefore the remaining will become 30 degree here. The total is 90 degree now. This is already given 60, so 60 plus 30, 90 now. We can write OAB, angle OAB equal to 30 degree, because of that is 90 minus 60 degree. The reason is, if for this there is no theorem reason, just you write in what way you found. This angle OAB, this angle OAB is what? 30 degree. How did you get this 30 degree? 90 minus 60. Okay, if this is 30 degree, even this is also 30 degree. As I mentioned earlier, a triangle which is related to the center, this triangle is always an isosceles triangle. Check out, radius equal to radius. This is an isosceles triangle. OB and OA radius. Once it is an isosceles triangle, equal sides, opposite angles are equal. So here also 30 degree. Now angle, that one first one we reached, that is OBA. Angle OBA equal to 30 degree, because triangle OAB is an isosceles triangle. Triangle OBA is an isosceles triangle, this one. Similarly, what we tried here also will do the same thing. That is here 90 degree. Here 90 degree. This is 55 degree. What is the remaining? 90 minus 55. That is OCB. OCB is equal to 90 minus 55. angle OCB is equal to 90 minus 55 degree, that is equal to 35 degree. 35 degree. Before one angle was 30 degree, now it is 35 degree, that means here 35. Again we go to this triangle, this two are what? Radii. So here radius, this radius is equal to this radius. When two radii are there in the same triangle, this triangle become an isosceles triangle. Two equal sides, opposite angle. This side opposite angle is 35 and this side opposite angle also 35. Now this become 35 degree. Right. Now that we can write angle OBC. Angle OBC is equal to 35 degree. The reason is triangle OBC. Triangle OBC is an isosceles triangle. And angle OBC is an isosceles triangle. Now we got the first sub question. What is the first sub question? OBA and OBC. OBA we got here, even OBC we got here. We thought that before both will be equal, but both are not equal. OBA 35 degree, OBC 35 degree. Now we go to second sub question. The second sub question problem is what? Where is the second sub question? Here. AOC find out. You know that where is this AOC? AOC is what? Angle at the center. So we recall the one of the theorem from circle. If you want any angle at the center, we will use that. Angle at the center is double of the angle at the circumference. This AOB angle formed from A and C ends. ABC also formed from A and C ends. So ABC circumference, AOC center. So AOC center is double of ABC circumference. This ABC is how much? 30 plus 35, 65 degree. ABC is 65 degree. AOC definitely it is 130 degree, because AOC is the angle at the center is double of angle at the circumference. Now therefore second sub question, angle AOC is equal to 2 times of 65 degree, that is equal to 130 degree. The reason is angle at the center is double of the angle at the circumference. This is the reason. Angle at the center is double of the angle at the circumference. Second one also got. Second one. We go to the last one. Here, third one. Third one, how to get AOP this side 90 degree, even this side also 90 degree, because AP radius, AT tangent, OC radius, so radius, this is tangent, this is also tangent. Radius and tangent between 90 degree, even also here also radius and tangent between 90 degree. Now we write OAT, OCT, both are 90 degree. Third sub question, angle OAT is equal to angle OCT is equal to 90 degree, because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Radius is always perpendicular to tangent. Now once here 90 degree, here 130 degree also we got. Now we go for quadrilateral. You know, in any quadrilateral total angle is 360 degree. 90 plus 130 plus 90 plus what is t? 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 angle is equal to sum of it's not cyclic quadrilateral because t is out of the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 angle sum is equal to 360 degree. That is 130 plus 90 plus 90 plus angle t, all equal to 360 degree. 90 plus 130 plus 90 plus t, all 4 angle equal to 360 degree. Now these 3 are added, angle t equals to 360 degree plus minus 90 plus 90, 180, 180, 130, totally 310. 180 plus 130, this to 180 plus 130 both added, you will get 310. Then t is equal to 360 minus 310, 50 degree. So this is only they have asked angle third, ATC. ATC is equal to nothing but T angle. That is only angle ATC. Angle ATC equal to 50 degree. Third one also we got. So it is looking a big problem. It's not like that. If you know the theorem properly, that is the radius and tangent, chord and tangent. Here chord and tangent were there, but we are not using, because chord and tangent angle we cannot shift to angle in the alternate segment. So we dropped. Radius and tangent really played a huge role in this problem, because radius and tangent, this side 90, this side 90. Those two are 90 degree, that's why we got 30. Here also 90 degree, that's why we got 35. Then we reached B. Then we reached AOC by double. Then we have taken on quadrilateral, it's not cyclic, quadrilateral, and we added to find out T. So the first theorem, radius and tangent 90 degree, was the useful theorem here. We go to one more problem of the day. Example 3. T. PT is a tangent. PQ is a tangent. Here R and here angle O at the center of the circle. Then this is S. So the given are mark here SR, obviously it is a diameter because passing through center. Even in the question SR is not a diameter, it's a diameter is not given also, you take it, because SR is passing through center, we can take it as diameter. In the question given are angle PQS. Angle PQS is equal to 40 degree. This is given. Angle PQS is equal to 40 degree. PQS, this is 40 degree given. This is only one question is one. First one is prove that angle OQR is equal to angle ORQ. Angle OQR is equal to 40 degree. They told to find out angle OQR and angle ORQ is equal to 40 degree. We have to prove. OQR and ORQ, these two angle we have to prove it as 40 degree, first equation. Second one is find angle SOQ. Third one is find angle SPQ. SOQ is this is the second question. Another one is this is the third sub question. Second sub question, third sub question, and these two we need to prove as equal. That means this angle is equal to this angle. We have to prove it as these two equal. We know that because this is an isosceles triangle. When two radii are there in any triangle, make it as an isosceles triangle. OR and OQ both are radius. No, these two are radius. Then angles definitely equal. But they told these two are equal, as well as you have to prove it as 40 degree. Then two more angles you need to prove. Now let us take a problem from where it is given. Always you start the problem where one angle is given. It is 40 degree given, or from here we need to start. Solution. From here we start. This 40 degree is given where? That is the first thing to be identified. This 40 degree is given between, this is chord, this is tangent. Remember, SQ is chord, PQ is tangent. So angle given is between chord and tangent. So you know that when any angle is given between chord and tangent, that angle will be equal to angle in the alternate segment. That means SP chord makes 40 degree with that tangent, same SQ chord makes angle at the circumference 40 degree. I repeat, SQ chord makes 40 degree with the tangent, same SQ chord makes 40 degree at the circumference. So SQ with the tangent 40, SQ at the circumference 40. So therefore I can mark here 40 degree. So angle O or Q is equal to 40 degree. Straight away I can write O or Q. The reason is angle in the alternate segment. Alternate segment, or angle between the chord and tangent is equal to angle in the alternate segment. In full form also you can write. Okay, so once ORQ is 40 degree, now I can mark here also 40 degree, as OQR is an isosceles, as ORQ as an isosceles, angle OQR is also equal to 40 degree. As this triangle is an isosceles triangle, once this is 40, this is also 40. Therefore, ORQ is equal to OQR. First sub question is over. They told this to prove it is equal to 40 degree, we proved here. Both are 40 degree as well as it is equal. This is first sub question. Second, how to get this angle? This second angle is formed at where? Center. We know one theorem, that is angle at the center is double of angle at the circumference. Look at this O angle is formed on what? SOQ. This O angle is what? SOQ. This O angle formed from S and Q ends. SOQ. SRQ. That means S is the starting, Q is the ending. SOQ center, SRQ circumference. SOQ center, SRQ circumference. That means center and circumference are related because both are started and ended with S and Q. So here 40, definitely here 80. Angle SOQ is equal to 2 into 40 equal to 80 degree. The reason is angle at the center is equal to 2 times of angle at the circumference. Angle at the circumference. This is the reason. Second one also over. Third one, we'll get the third one. How to get this one? So here what you got? 80 degree, that you mention here. So once it is 80 degree, we know that what is this? What is this? This is what? Radius. This is radius. This is what? Tangent. You know that radius and tangent between what angle will be there? 90 degree. Correct now students? OQ is radius, this is tangent. This is how much? 90 degree. Now we'll select this triangle. Getting POQ. Why I am selecting this triangle? Because in that triangle here 80 degree known, here 90 degree known, this is unknown. We can use the angle sum property. 80 plus 90 plus unknown. All the three equal to 180 degree. So in OPQ triangle, in triangle OPQ, 80 degree plus 90 degree plus angle P is equal to 180 degree. Angle P equals to 180 minus 170. This two added 170 equal to 10 degree. Therefore, this is 10 degree. And you marked here 90 degree. No, that also should mention. Even I forgot. OQP equal to that you have to write here. Angle angle OQP equal to 90 degree. That you have to mention. OQP. Why this OQP is 90 degree? Because angle between radius and tangent. Because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Then the third sub question, sum of 80 plus 90 plus P equal to 180, angle this becomes 10 degree. Hence the problem finishes. I go for today's homework question. So homework question of today's class. Note down these two questions and try at your home. The first one is this. The same pattern question already I explained. Use the same ideas to get this. This was the 2011 board paper question. A and B are point of contacts. A and B are point of contact which are drawn from point C. External point. O is the center of the circle. AO and OB are radii. The O is the center of the circle, and even they joined AP and BP, and even also they joined OC. Then this is 30 degree. So in the question, ACO is 30 degree given. Which are given? Given are AC and BC are tangent. That is okay. In the question only it is understanding. AC and BC are tangents. The second thing is angle AOC is equal to 30 degree. Angle AOC is equal to 30 degree they have given. This is this one. Angle AOC is 30 degree. BC. Sorry, angle not ACO, angle ACO, not angle AOC. Angle ACO. Angle ACO is equal to 30 degree given. Find. Using this one angle, find. First one angle PCO. Angle PCO. Second one is angle AOB. Third one is angle APB. These three you have to find out. First, this is given 30 degree. You know that this is radius, this is tangent. You know radius and tangent, that you must get this. Similarly, once you get this, here also 90, you can get this. This to become always equal, because these two are what? Congruent triangles. These two are congruent triangles because tangents are equal. These two tangents are equal, common, and radii equal. Radii equal to radii, tangent equal to tangent, common. Therefore, these two congruent triangle. In congruent triangle, all the corresponding parts are equal. Now, 30 equal to 30. Here you know that radius and tangent between here 90. Then you will get this, and total AOB also will get this. And from AOB you can get APB also, because this is angle at the center, this is angle at the circumference. You got it. AOB, APB, AOB, APB.